Dear runners, are you getting frustrated by reoccurring injuries to your lower limb areas, stopping you from achieving your personal best and clocking in larger distances and longer hours with your weekly runs? Now, if that sounds like you and your ankle and knee injuries keep on causing setbacks to your training, then what I'm about to say is of a particular interest to you. My name is Monica Sikora. I'm one of the trainers at Perfect Balance Clinic, and I'm here today to give you my favorite exercises, allowing you to improve your strength, balance, coordination all in one go. And the best part about it, all you're going to need is a chair and a lot of persistence to master it. Don't be fooled by the simplicity of this movement. It's one of the hardest things to fully execute properly. Make sure that you're hinging through the hip, you keep your back and core in full control, your chest is lifted, and your knee doesn't overshoot your toes, meaning that the movement happens through the hip joint assisted by your knee, not initiated by the knee itself. Another great variation for your single leg stand-ups. This time, your foot goes on top of the opposite side thigh. Not only you're working through the strength and balance on the leg that you're standing on, but you're also increasing the hip mobility on the opposite side. What's not to love? One of my favorite exercises of all time, and really challenging for anyone who wants to test their balance, strength and proprioception in one go. A great variation of a Bulgarian split squat. We're not only working here through a wider range of motion, but we're also challenging our body's proprioception, core strength and joint stability. As always, make sure the front knee doesn't overshoot your toes, you keep a nice and strong core, and your hip is fully engaged throughout the movement. Another really challenging one, the skater squat. In here, the aim is to bring the opposite side knee as close to the ground without putting your foot down on the floor, ideally not holding onto the object, but a great progression will be to start with holding on to one side and then lifting your hands off the chair and bring them over the head if possible. And finally, a 5 o'clock curtsy lunge. In here, very similar to the skater squat, we're trying to aim to bring your knee all the way to the ground without relying on the leg that's moving behind the front leg. A couple of key things to remember is to keep your chest upright, back and core engaged, and carefully watch the position of your front knee. You don't want to allow it to fall inwards or shoot over the toes too far, making sure that the hinge comes from the hip, not the knee.